All right, so our last class of Qigong Summer School, we went past summer by 2 days to get this class in, but hopefully no one will mind. Today we're going to practice the Taoist 5 Yin, and let's get right into it. So feet together, we do our traditional salute. Right hand makes a fist, left hand open, and we bow from the heart and circle back, drawing in all that connection into the heart. Bring our feet shoulder width apart, hands to the lower belly, and we're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to that lower belly. Inhale and exhale. These are the 3 Qi awakening exercises. This is the first one, connecting with the Qi of heaven. And exhale down. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Good, relaxing the arms down. Imagine your feet grow like tree roots into the earth. Second exercise, connecting with the earth. We inhale, the hands float up to shoulder height. And exhale, they float back down. Inhaling as if you are drawing in stability and support from the earth. Exhale, you collect it down in that lower belly center of gravity. Inhaling from the earth. And exhaling down. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Third exercise, opening the heart, palms up. You inhale to the heart, pause as you expand, and exhale, radiating out. Inhale, pause, and exhale. The heart is considered the place of union between heaven and earth. And so this is the culmination of the previous 2 exercises. You inhale, heaven and earth join, fuse in the heart, pause, you exhale, and you radiate out from that heart. Like you could send out luminosity or benefit. 2 more times. I think this one's getting 1 extra, but that's okay. We usually do 5. And exhale. Good. And relax down. Relaxing into the Wuji posture for a moment, closing the eyes or letting them be open halfway. And we'll do our 1-minute mindfulness. Just a chance to scan through the body, the breath, and the mind. Get a little snapshot of where we are right now as we begin our practice. And it's also an opportunity to practice this skill of switching into the being mode, the non-judgmental awareness of simply being or abiding. That our Qigong exercise is going to help us facilitate. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, sighing it out, and let the eyes softly open. Okay, so today we're doing the Taoist 5 Yin organ exercise, tonification exercise. So just a few brief words about that. Qigong, modern Qigong specifically, is divided into 3 types. Medical Qigong, actually, I did mean to say that, which are tonifying Qigong, dispersing Qigong, and harmonizing Qigong. So this is based on the theory of traditional Chinese medicine. According to that, the organ meridian complexes can have too much energy, which they would call excess. They can have too little energy, which they would call deficiency. And then sometimes you've got some with too much and some with too little. So when you have excess, they would say you would do the dispersing Qigong. This is often going to be exercises that stretch and open the body. We'll also use these different healing sounds that are meant to sort of vibrate, and you would visualize tension leaving the body. Usually we visualize it as a form of smoke. You'd visualize illness leaving the body. These are considered dispersing practices. Then the harmonizing practices are like the other 2 sets we've done in the Qigong Summer School series. We did the 8-section brocade Qigong, which are these stretches, and sometimes they involve the sound, sometimes they involve visualizations, but they're not really trying to get rid of energy from the body or bring in energy to the body. They're trying to help create balance. Then this Qigong that we're practicing today is specifically a tonifying set. You could modify it to have these other functions, but according to its traditional sort of status, this is meant to build the energy in your body. And so it's really great to have in your repertoire. It's great, especially in this season, as we're just entering, in the Northern Hemisphere at least, the cooler and darker time of the year. The body often needs more energy, needs more heat, and that's what this is traditionally designed to do. So that's the pep talk or the intro. And then the reason why we need that to start is that we start with a set called the Qi scattering exercises. And this is really important because before you tonify the body, you want to release tension, or traditionally they would say you want to release Qi stagnation, you want to release toxic forms of energy in the body. And so we do these Qi scattering exercises to clear that out before you fill up with this fresh new energy. They say so that you're not tonifying the tension in your body, so that you have a nice clean vessel into which you can pour fresh new vitality. So without further ado, let's get started. The first one is the counter swing. Your feet are shoulder width apart. We'll do it slow for the first couple rounds, and then it works rhythmically. So you inhale, the hands come up, and then I'm going to go to my left. That's your right if you're mirroring me. And what's going to happen is your front hand is going to swing in front, and it's like you're pitching a little softball or something. And then the back hand, way over there, is doing the same thing behind. So on the inhale, the two hands come up like a bird's wings, and then you pitch the softball from, I guess it's the rear hand from whatever side I'm turning to. Just for the beginners who may be watching, it's good to get a little detail. So I inhale, and as I turn toward your right, your left hand is going to pitch the softball. You inhale up, and you exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now as we come up, we're going to stand up with the legs a little bit, and then we're going to bend and bounce. So we inhale, and we bounce those knees, and we bounce those knees. Then try it with kind of a ragdoll arm. Ideally, your legs and your waist are doing all the work here, so the arms can just swing. And this, perhaps in a modernist interpretation, is part of why this is a dispersing exercise, because as we swing, we're releasing tension. We're actually just training ourselves in relaxing. We're swinging the body through space. We're firing up all these proprioception in the nervous system. It's going to land us in the present moment. Okay, then slow that down. We're almost doing the full exercise. So now the visualization for this one is that as you inhale, you're going to imagine from the earth, like pure, fresh energy flows up through your feet and fills your body. So that's happening while the hands come up. You're imagining like a tree, energy's coming up. And then as you turn your hands, let's go into the position, your hands, you imagine like become like a fire hose or something. And they're just sending out any energy that you don't need any longer from your body. Out they go. And then this back one is doing it too. The front one's easier to practice at the beginning. So as you inhale from the earth, like you're being filled up like a fountain, and as you exhale, out the hand like a fire hose. From the earth, inhale, and then out the hand. Inhale, and out, from the earth, and out. Okay, back to center, and down. Okay, then the last thing is to put all of those together. So we're going to be moving rhythmically, swinging. We're going to use the breath, inhale on the up, exhale on the swing, and we're going to imagine this fresh energy from the earth come fill the body, and as you, it's like you're pitching out any old tension that doesn't belong in you before our practice. So let's try it. We're going to start swinging to your right. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. I'm breathing through my nose because that's the way I was first taught, but you can also exhale through your mouth with a little shush sound, which is like the shh, shh. So you can try those both and see which one you like the best, or which one works with your sinuses the best. And as we breathe and practice for a few minutes, imagine that this energy that's been coming out from the earth and then being pitched out through your hand has sort of cleansed the inner body. It's getting clearer and clearer, brighter and brighter as you let go. One breath after the other. Let's do 3 more sets. 2 and 3. To finish, we're going to come up and exhale through the mouth and release all the way down. Good. Bringing the feet together. We'll see how I do with this one. I somehow bruised my foot yesterday. I don't know if it was in Kung Fu or on my walk or something like that, but this one mostly works on the heels, and so I think I'll be able to do it, but we're about to have an experiment. So this one is called dropping the post, and you start by just bouncing on your heels. And you do this inner smile. So I'm going to smile to my ankles, and I try to make the vibration really emphasize my ankles. And then I imagine it vibrating through my knees. And it's the same kind of concept that like you're releasing tension through this vibration. Then imagine it vibrating into your hips, or feel that vibration move into your hips. And then into the shoulders. Good. Then we lift and drop 3 times. So you're going to lift up and just drop on those heels. And this should be like shaking out a rug. Like when you try to get the dust out, same thing. You're going to imagine tension just dropping off the body. So 2 more times. Drop. And 1 more time. And go ahead and let yourself bounce a little at the end. So I drop, and then it's like I'm made of springy stuff. I don't just try to stand still. I let my body come to its rest. Then we bounce again through that whole sequence. So lift and drop on those heels, bounce, bounce, bounce. Smile to the ankles, feel them vibrate as if tension was being released in the ankles, into the knees, the hips, and even the shoulders. And so it's like this whole body up through your torso is filled with vibration. When you get to the shoulders, it may also feel it course down those arms. So everything is releasing downward. Then we lift and drop 3 times. Inhale, drop. 2 and 3. Good. 1 more set. Bouncing on those heels. Smile to the ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders. Maybe also feel it release down those arms. And then lift and drop. Here we go. 1. Inhale. And 3. Good. Last of the chi scattering, we step out into our horse stance. So this is feet the width of the outside of your shoulders. You can fix your sleeves if you need to from all of those arm swinging exercises. And this is the trembling horse exercise. It's named, my teacher taught me, after how horses and other animals, they actually can move their skin a little bit when they get a fly on them. We, in humans, this is just a brief anatomy lesson, but the only place we still have that is this muscle in our neck called the platysma, which is the Henry Rollins muscle. You can sort of squeeze. That's the same as when a cat's fur stands up on its back. I was taught in anatomy class, you can fact check me on this. And it's similar to the muscle that different animals have where they can just kind of twitch their skin to like get a bug off of them. So the trembling horse it's trying to make that type of vibration, even though we don't have exactly those same skin muscles. And what you're going to do is you're going to shake, starting with the hands, and you're going to move up through the forearms, and you're trying to get this flesh to wiggle and ripple and shake as much as possible. You come through the elbows into the upper arm. And despite what the fitness influencers might tell you, now we want this upper arm to be jiggling. Good. And then your shoulders, like you were in a commercial for a Caribbean cruise. Then you want to bring that wiggle into your belly and your torso. then even to your hips, just like Shakira's performance on the Video Music Awards. Then see if you can get your thighs to shake, and then even down into your calves. That one's hard for some of us because our calves tend to be tight. Okay, so that's the pattern. Now we do it with the breath. So on the inhale, you come up through the arms, and then on the exhale, you're gonna shake down the whole body. And it's supposed to send this ripple of vibration down through your whole body, releasing tension. Again, that's the whole point of these chi scattering. So here we go. We inhale up the arms, exhale down the body. Inhale up the arms, and down the body. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Good. Step your feet in shoulder width. We do pulling down the heavens with the ha sound, this sighing down. One last chance to relieve tension from the body. So we inhale up, exhale, sigh. And just imagine like vibration is just carrying the tension down, out through your feet like a compost into the earth. 2 more. And 1 more. Then we drop into Wuji. Once again, we can practice just that moment of mindfulness. Check in with the body, the breath, and the mind. And we can even compare between when we started our practice and now. You may notice things feel different in the body, breath, or mind. And that may be a result of these chi scattering exercises. Then to begin our practice, we do a brief meditation. This is called a Shengong in traditional Chinese inner arts. Shengong means spirit cultivation, cultivation of your spirit. So this is called the 1 through 4 Shengong. Was developed by a Qigong master that a lot of my teachers trained with, and he made a mnemonic device. So the first one is fun, and that means you do the inner smile. So 1 is fun, you take a smile on your face, and you imagine that melts like relaxation down through the front of the body. Just like this melting wave comes down. It's the front of your arms, it's the torso, it's the front of the thighs, the knees, the shins, the feet, and the toes. And then the same thing with that gentle smile, you imagine a wave of relaxation from the back of the head, neck, shoulders, down that back of the arm, pinky side of the arm, down through your back muscles, into the hips, the sacrum, the glutes, back of the thighs, knees, calves, and heels. And then the last round through the center, you smile from the center of your head. A wave of relaxation goes right down through the center, so through the brain and all the sensory organs, down through the throat, down through your torso, the organs, as well as through the center of the arms and the bones, down through your spine, your pelvis, center of the thighs, legs, and feet. This is 1 is fun. Then 2 is shu. Smile into your feet, and now feel that this wave of relaxation has reached your feet, and imagine like your feet begin to melt, turn into puddles that merge with the earth. So you're so relaxed, your energy body, your imaginal body begins to merge with the earth. This is 2 is shu, like your shoes melt, become part of the earth. Then 3 is tree. That melting continues, and you imagine your feet grow into tree roots that reach down into the earth. They grow down twice as long as your body is tall, and as well out to the 4 directions, to the front, the sides, the back. And then finally 4 is core. You imagine from the earth, from the very center of the earth, a golden light energy floods up through your roots, floods up through your legs. And this is going to flood up through your body and open the microcosmic orbit. So it runs up through the back of the body, along the spine, over the crown, down the front of the body, and begins to fill that center of gravity with this energy from the earth. And we remain there for just a moment. feeling and imagining that this earth energy, this golden light energy, floods up through the legs, to the tailbone, up the spine, over the head, down the front of the face, down the throat, chest, to the belly button, and in, filling up this center of gravity in the bowl of your pelvis with this golden light. It's like it creates a little sun in your lower belly that then shines out and fills the whole body with radiance. And then finally, the last of our preparatory exercises is called the 3 invocations. So on the first one, you're going to inhale up and just imagine like the whole universe is sending you some kind of a blessing. You exhale, you wash that down through your body. The second one, you inhale, and again, like the whole universe is sending a type of blessing. And this time you're going to imagine spreading that light into the space that you inhabit. So into the floor, the walls. If you're outside, you can kind of make yourself a little invisible temple. And it's like you're preparing this sacred space to train. And the last time you reach up, you gather like light or blessings are flowing to you. And you place that down in that lower belly center, the center of strength and power in the body. Okay, beginning our practice proper, first we do what's called the 6 yang tonification exercise. So we have 5 separate exercises for the yin organs, and we have 1 for all the yang organs. And it's very simple. It's a bellows breathing. So while you hold this posture, just work with this bellows breathing for a moment. That's when you inhale, your belly is really going to inflate. When you exhale, you're going to pulse it back, and you're really going to strongly deflate that belly, and you do that rhythmically. So a lot of movement in the belly. Then to activate the lymphatic system, we're also going to use our hands. So when you inhale, the hands are kind of in toward your chest. So this position has a big belly. And then as you exhale, you're going to pulse back. This position has not as big of a belly. Okay, so it goes inhale, inflate, exhale, push out. Inhale, inflate, exhale, push out. And then we do this rhythmically, traditionally about 50 times. So let's give it a try. Pulsing that breath from way down in your belly, the belly button, pulsing in and out. And the yang organs are your intestines and the various bladders, the gallbladder, the urinary bladder. And so what we're doing is we're massaging those organs with this pulsing breath. And we're also activating the lymphatic system by really pulsing these lymph nodes in the armpits, as well as using the diaphragm, which is a major engine of your lymphatic system. So we're activating the 6 yang organs in very tangible ways. Okay, and I didn't count, so let's do 5 more. 2, 1. Come up, and then exhale, let those hands down. Then we do a spinal stretch. So the hands are going to come up along the sides of the body. And then as you roll forward like a dive, you want to tuck your chin and really try to release each segment of your spine as you go down. Once you've hung forward, and do be careful if you have lower back challenges. This won't feel good for everyone, so feel free to skip it. Once you roll forward, you're going to sit down with your legs. You're going to tuck the tailbone under and then re-stack the spine, trying to stack it up 1 segment at a time, all the way until those arms float up overhead. So you exhale, you tuck your chin, segment that spine down, stretch and release. Then bend the knees, squat down, tuck the tailbone and ripple your spine up. That's your inhale. Exhale. Folding forward, you can imagine you're releasing tension out from the hands down into the earth. And then as you inhale and squat down, it's like the earth is now filling you up, almost like you're being inflated like a big old water balloon. 2 more times. Here we go. Exhale. And inhale. Last time, exhale. And inhale. All the way up. And then we're going to bring our hands down like they're flat on a tabletop. Beginning the 5 elements proper, your wrists are going to relax. So my hands are flat on the tabletop, my wrists relax, and I'm going to touch the index finger and thumb. Let's see, can you see that with this black background? Okay, touch my index finger and thumb. The first exercise is for the lungs. So I'm going to inhale and open. And this is like you're stretching your lungs open a little bit. And then I turn the hands over and I exhale and come toward the center. Very simple. Turn the hands over again. Inhale and open out. Turn them over. Exhale toward the center. So I'm stretching the lung meridian, which goes to that thumb. And exhale. And as my shoulder blades move in and out, my chest opens and closes. I'm stimulating meridian points that wake up the lung meridian. And if you like, you can use a visualization. So as you inhale, you imagine a white light filling those lungs. And as you exhale, that white light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Inhaling, white light fills the lungs. Exhale, glows brighter and brighter and brighter. Let's do 2 more times. Generally, you do about 10 of each of these. One more time, inhale, white light fills the lungs. And exhale, they glow brighter and brighter and brighter. Then we're going to inhale and roll a ball. And imagine all that energy from the lungs comes down and tonifies that Dantian center of power in your lower abdomen. Then the kidney exercise, I'm going to turn around to do this so we can be doing it in the same direction. But while I'm facing you, you're going to take your left hand and put it all the way over your right kidney. So you take that left hand, you put it all the way over onto your right kidney. Now, if it doesn't reach, it could go in the middle. It could even just go by your side, and no problem if that shoulder is restricted. But if you can reach, take it all the way over to your right kidney. Then you step out a little bit with the right foot. The right hand gets ready, coming up to the level of your eyes. I'll mirror you on this one. So here's your right hand. You're going to turn to the right, bend at the waist, and scoop. You come all the way up, and here's your inhale, turning the waist toward the side that the hand is on. I exhale. I scoop all the way over to that left side, and then I inhale all the way across. Exhale, scoop. So this is going to strengthen the legs and the low back, which are associated with that kidney meridian. And scoop. Keep going on that side. I will go on the same side as you. So I exhale, that right hand scoops. Come up, inhale and turn. Traditionally, you would imagine like you're scooping up blue water from the earth. And as you inhale, it actually comes down through this arm like an elephant's trunk, through the other one, and into that kidney. I would exhale, water, and then it's like it's flowing through piping down into that kidney. But as we do just 3 more of these, you could use that, or you could just imagine inhaling blue light into that right kidney. 2 more. And 1 more. To switch sides, you just take that right hand now, bring it all the way around to the left kidney, or if like before you need to, it could be on the center or on your hip. And then you're going to turn to the left, bend at the waist, scoop from the earth, pick up, and inhale across. Exhale down, across, and inhale. Keep going. You'll see me turn around if you're watching so I can mirror you. So we exhale down. And you imagine gathering a blue light from the earth like you're scooping water from a pool. And you inhale like it goes down the left arm, down the right arm, and into that left kidney. Or if that's too complicated, you just imagine on your inhales that you're drawing a blue light from like the whole universe into that left kidney, the one your hand is on. Two more times. Last time. Good. Then we simply step that right foot in slightly, and you're going to go right into the liver exercise. So as that left hand comes down, you get ready. And I won't mirror you for this one because otherwise my brain will go on the fritz. But you're going to locate your right hand. So that'll look like over here to you, I think. And the way this exercise works is you're just going to push 1, 2, and 3. That's my out breath. And then I keep the same motion, but here's my in breath. Left, right, left. Then I exhale, right, left, and right. And then I inhale, left, right, left. So just a couple things. My elbows stayed down. So I'm pushing, but it's like I'm rooted. I'm not generating tension or coming up in the body. I'm pushing straight ahead, not to either side. And the turning, if I can, is really going to actually come from folding these hip joints. So my black on black, you can't quite see it, I think, but as I turn, notice my knees really stay in the same place. My stance is stable, and I just fold through this hip. So let's give it a try. Well, I'll start right at the beginning, and I'm going to start with my right hand, and I exhale. 1, 2, 3, then left hand, inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. And then just breathing at your own pace. If you're breathing in or out on either hand, it actually doesn't matter all that much. This is just the way I was first taught. And we're just using these 3 pushes per inhale or exhale. Then the visualization for this exercise is a green light that comes into your liver, which is under the right rib cage. So every inhale, you would imagine this green light comes and fills that liver. Let's do one more set. So you would inhale, you'd end up with your left hand forward. Then you go right into the rolling the ball again. So I'd roll the ball and settle that energy down into the lower belly. Then moving into the heart exercise, you're going to take your right hand and hold the ball. So the right hand is on top of the ball. I'm mirroring you, so this is my left. If your brain works in the way that you try to, wait a minute, you said right, but yes, so your right hand and me as a mirror. I hope that's the way it shows up on the screen. Sometimes Zoom flips things around, but I think that's how it works. So right hand on top, left hand on bottom. You're going to turn to your right and you lift the left hand up. And then your right hand is going to press out. This is the heart exercise. And notice in the version that I like to teach, my hands are basically like they're pressing on the same pane of glass. You will sometimes see people teach this where they really reach this out or they do some variation. This is the one that I find gets your heart meridian and pericardium meridian the most stimulation. And it's actually the best for your knees and your stance work. So this is the way we're going to do it. So left hand is up. Right hand is pressing, and then to come back to the center, I'm just going to catch the ball. So that left hand is going to stay on top, and I catch the ball. Okay, so check yourself, make sure that left hand is on top. And the only reason I harp on this, we won't be harping for much longer, but if you just watch for a moment, what feels natural, more natural to a lot of people, is to actually swoop this left hand down on the bottom. We do this movement in Tai Chi because it actually feels really cool. But then when they get to this side, the exercise doesn't really make any sense from there. So you have to do what's counterintuitive to some of us, especially if you've done other Qigong. This might be kind of counterintuitive, and I call it catch the ball. So let's do it one more time. So that left hand is on top, and I catch the ball. The left hand stays on top. And what that allows then is now this right hand, which is on the bottom, can swing up. My left hand anchors here, and it pushes from the heart. Okay, so I get to this spot where I'm like on the same pane of glass, and I catch the ball. The right hand stays on top. And that left hand is down at the bottom. So this left hand is helping to anchor the qi down into the dantian. It helps you to keep from getting too anxious or manic in the heart. And then we'll do one more with me talking, and then we'll just practice for a moment. But what's cool about this top hand, that should now be your right hand, is that as that elbow drops, I was taught this is like a little snow plow. So if you have stagnant like constriction in the heart, you're imagining you're just like snow plowing that out into this heart posture, which then stimulates the heart meridian. So let's do it. Here we go. Catch the ball. Left hand stays on top. Then you're going to swing that right hand up and snow plow with the left. Then catch the ball. Right hand stays on top. Swing that left from the bottom and snow plow with the right. Here we go. Inhale. It's the heart exercise. And exhale. Now you can visualize inhaling a red light to your heart, but if you tend toward anxiety or mania or insomnia, they say actually do that with a more pastel. Take a pink light, like a rosy colored light into the heart. So it's not too intense, fiery, but you still tonify this inner organ. So inhale, feel that rosy light come and fill the heart, and you exhale and it begins to glow. Just like imagine a color that kind of brings an association of like compassion or gentle warmth. Imagine bringing that to the heart. And then your heart is glowing with that sense of warm compassion, very gentle. Let's do one more on each side. Good, you're gonna come down to the center. And then you take that top hand and you bring it down toward the bottom hand. This helps to anchor the heart down in that center of power. You take a big inhale. Transition move, you come down and your hands are gonna twist. And like we did that two issue, imagine your mind goes down and roots into the earth. Then you make a triangle where your thumbs and index fingers meet. You bring it up and you're gonna bring that overhead. Now, traditionally, you want to look your eyes through that triangle, which helps to stimulate this meridian in a very complete way. But if that hurts your neck, go ahead and just look forward. And if this hurts your shoulders, you can take your hands down at any time. You can also do one arm at a time. There are a lot of ways you could modify these exercises. But I'll lead you in the traditional one. Here we go, the spleen exercise. So you're looking up. It's very simple. You just exhale and turn to the side. So I fold that hip joint and I also twist my spine a little bit. Inhale back to the center. And exhale, turn to the other side. Easiest one in the whole set. Inhale to the center. Exhale, turn to the side. The visualization for this one, as you inhale, a golden chi comes up from the earth and fills your spleen under the left ribs, And as you exhale, it glows with the golden light. So golden yellow light. Or you could just imagine it from the whole universe. Inhaling in that golden yellow, exhaling, it glows, it gets brighter and brighter. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release those hands down. We're going to take the holding the ball posture at the lower dantian for a brief standing meditation. So first you can just drop into, once again, that mindful awareness, just the noticing quality. Notice how you feel, your body, your breath, and your mind. Perhaps even notice anything that changed throughout the course of our practice. And then visualize down in your lower belly. It's below your belly button, about 3 or 4 inches, and then toward the center of the body, back toward your spine, is where your center of gravity is. This in Taoist meditation is called the dantian. It's also roughly where the womb is in bodies that have a womb. And imagine in that spot a little pearl of light, a little beautiful golden ball. And we call it the pearl because it's both white, but it also has that rainbow sheen. Just like, as we know, white is the combination of all the other colors of light. And so this pearl is like, they're fused, but some of those colors keep wanting to escape. You see the red and the green and the blue. Imagine that pearl is spinning and spiraling in that lower dantian. It does so in any direction. It's a very spontaneous meditation. But as it spins, imagine it exerts a type of gravity. It begins to draw in the colored lights from our organs that we gathered in those exercises. And so feeling that the lungs, any surplus or extra energy, as they glow with this brilliant white light, is drawn down into that pearl and anchored into this alchemical womb, the center of power in the body. And the kidneys, imagine all that blue light that was brought in, they're glowing with this beautiful blue, and any extra is drawn into that pearl in the lower belly. Smile to the liver and its green light, and feel the overflow is drawn down into that pearl in the lower belly. Same with your heart, glowing with that red or rosy pink light. Any overflow drawn down into that pearl. And finally, the spleen, the yellow light. Feel it brimming over with this golden glow that flows into the pearl. And imagine as it spins and spirals, these 5 lights are fused together. They become one light. And this pearl begins to shine out these beautiful white and rainbow colors that go in and bless every cell in your body, flow into every meridian in your body, bring perfect balance and perfect harmony, the harmony of all of these elemental energies within. Then go ahead and bring your hands in to touch the body, completing our meditation. And we'll practice gathering earth and heaven 3 times with the breath. So palms face earth, you inhale. Palms face heaven, inhale more. Exhale, palm over palm, doesn't matter which, and smooth down the center. And then with your hands like you were tying a little drawstring, imagine that you anchor the energy in your body down in that lower center. 2 more times. Inhale from earth, from sky. Exhale, smooth down the center. And sealing the chi. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And seal. Good. Bring your feet together. We'll perform our traditional salute to finish our practice. Right hand makes a fist, left hand open. And we bow from the heart and circle back, gathering all that connection into the heart. Thank you so much for joining. Just a couple days past the autumn equinox, our final class of Qigong Summer School. I have to put it in air quotes now because it's no longer summer, but just a little bonus free Qigong class to put out there. And this has been the Taoist 5 Qigong. I hope you enjoyed it and it serves you well. All right.